What if the monsters from A Quiet Place were to meet Sirenhead? Sirenhead is a popular monster that scares the bejesus out of people because it's basically a tall humanoid figure with two horns on the top of its head. But it's not just an ordinary creature that's just there in nature for decoration that preys on wild animals, it specifically hunts humans. And it hunts them in the most gorish ways possible. It camouflages with its surroundings, looking like a lamp or a tree or whatever the environment calls for it to look like, and it also lures its human prey to it by pretending to be a victim, someone that they know, or an emergency broadcasting system. Sirenhead is a 40-foot tall monster, and so it's able to camouflage quite easily into environments like forests. Because of this, it also has the ability, despite how big and tall it is, to move quite stealthily. Yep, you'll hardly know this monster's coming, unless of course you're lured to it by some voice that you think is one of your family members, only to be snatched up and eaten through the mouths in its horns. The creature also has the ability to make sounds many decibels louder than what humans can normally withstand. It can basically mimic anything. So what would happen if the Quiet Place monster, a creature that is highly sensitive to sound, that kills anything that makes a noise it doesn't like, were to interact with Sirenhead? The Quiet Place monsters, or the Death Angels, are the monsters from the 2018 science fiction horror film A Quiet Place, and A Quiet Place 2. They kill everything and anything on Earth that makes noise, particularly living things like humans and creatures. The only thing that they don't really seem to attack is water and trees and things that make basic noise that they realize is part of the environment. Not to mention, these creatures also have indestructible armor. The only way you're able to kill them is if they open up their heads to reveal the soft fleshy part inside. Once their head opens up, they are totally vulnerable. In the bio for these creatures, it is said that these strange, mysteriously beautiful, and horrifying creatures are evolutionarily perfect machines that evolved to withstand firearms and even the destruction of their own planet. Now, I don't think they evolved to withstand firearms as it says in their bio, and there's probably no firearms where they come from. But obviously they were in a hostile enough environment that they have evolved to become so indestructible in terms of their outer physical features and armor. These creatures are fairly fast. As a matter of fact, they are so speedy that they can cover several miles in minutes. And they also are so strong, this also being an adaptation from their armor, that they're able to cut straight through metal. We don't know how thick of metal they can cut through. We've only seen examples of this in the movie from the silo, which was pretty thick for us to even saw through, and the roof of a truck, which was easier. Their claws are the main way that they're able to kill their prey. Just like Sirenhead, the other monster that we're talking about, these creatures also are able to affect electricity the closer in proximity they are to it. Alright, so enough of that. You know the basic stuff about each monster. If Sirenhead were to meet the Quiet Place monsters, I think that the interaction wouldn't last that long. You see, the Quiet Place monsters hunt by sound, but Sirenhead kills with sound. Sirenhead's body is not as indestructible as the Quiet Place monsters. He's very stealthy, but they would even be able to hear him moving through the brush. If these guys made the mistake and attacked Sirenhead, he would swat them off as much as possible, but let's say hundreds were upon him. That wouldn't last very long, because all he would have to do is blare his mighty horn with an insane decibel that would make all of their heads explode. There you go. End of interaction. Sirenhead is the one creature that the Quiet Place monsters would not want to mess with. Oh yeah, and a little deaf girl and her hearing aids. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.